I'm Keri Murphy, and welcome to Spotlight, where we showcase incredible entrepreneurs and their story. And today's guest is actually really special to me because as a mom and someone who's running a business, I know firsthand that being a mother does not come with a roadmap. And a lot of times we're navigating some pretty choppy waters. And at some point you have to think, how do I take care of my family, take care of myself, and help everyone feel good and still wake up every day feeling great yourself? I am so excited to bring you the amazing maternity maven and founder of Momma Swag, Lanitra Williams. Lanitra, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We've had so many great conversations about motherhood, and it's not easy.
No.
It's not easy, and you're a mom of a
21-year-old.
21-year-old.
Yes.
And so, and I'm excited to talk about this story too. But what was your inspiration behind creating Momma Swag?
I actually got the idea when I was pregnant with my son. And as I went along with my career, building my career as a social worker and also as a nurse, I still felt like there were gaps that were not addressed. And so I decided I wanted to fill those gaps myself.
I love that about you, because you're like, you know what, I'm seeing something that's missing. And as a perinatal nurse or a maternity nurse, you see firsthand what moms are experiencing. What are some of those things that you see?
I see isolation. I see being overwhelmed. I see not knowing what resources are out there. I see not knowing how to, if they know there are resources, they don't know where to find them.
Right.
And I see a lot of feelings of, am I doing this right? I'm not sure if I'm doing this right.
Can any mothers out there relate to that? Am I doing this right? And I don't know if there is a right or wrong, Lanitra, but what I do know is that we need community.
Yes.
And you are so committed to helping mothers foster this community.
Yes. I am very committed to that because I feel, again, as a nurse and a social worker, that having community is very important for your overall well-being, but also from my own experience as a mother, I don't know if I would have met some of the goals I had I not had community of women with me.
And Momma Swag's a little bit different because, you know, a lot of new moms will go to like a Mommy and Me class,
Yes.
or they just go find other moms thinking that is a sufficient enough community. How is Momma Swag different?
Momma Swag is different because it is focused on the well-being of the mother primarily. It is not focused on the baby.
Right.
Because everything is focused on the baby.
I was going to say, you mean we get to take care of ourselves?
Yes, absolutely. It's about moms taking care of themselves and moms building community to take care of each other.
That's so wonderful. So you actually have a woman in your life that kind of inspired you from an early age. Tell me about her.
So my grandmother, she inspired me from a very early age. In many ways, I see her as my blueprint. She was very charismatic. She was very smart. She was brilliant. And she achieved a lot of firsts as a woman and as an African American where I lived up in the Bay Area.
And what were some of those firsts?
Well, she was the first Black, first female elected official in West Contra Costa County. She was the first board member on the Association of California Hospital Districts.
Wow.
She was the first board member of the hospital in my town, which I was born at.
Yeah.
Also.
That's amazing. I mean, that's definitely, you know, someone to aspire
Yes.
to. And so is that kind of what has given you the gumption to just build out this vision for yourself?
Yes, definitely she was a role model and is. She's passed on now, but she still is a role model for me.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. And so you actually went to school for social work.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
And tell me why you made the transition into nursing.
Well, I like to say that I've been asked before, well, why did you leave social work? And I never feel like I left social work. I feel that I am adding more tools to my belt as a holistic caregiver.
Right.
So the reason why I went into nursing was I wanted to work with moms. I wanted to work and support them during their pregnancy and afterwards. But I only saw nurses doing that work once I graduated. And I was so passionate about working with moms that I decided that I was going to go back to school.
I love that. You're like, you know what? I just want to get focused on something that I'm really passionate about. Because we talk about this so much on Inspired Living TV, is that you've got to build a business around doing something that you're really passionate about. Because that's where the joy comes. That's where the wealth comes. That's where the change comes.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I also feel moms have this same feeling about their children, that whatever it takes to be able to birth that baby, or whatever it takes to be able to have something to come to fruition, or whatever it takes to meet those needs, that's what we do.
Yeah. And talk about whatever it takes. You were pregnant in college.
Yes.
Single mom.
Yes.
Do you also feel like that is part of why, well, you said it is why you actually wanted to start this?
Absolutely. I got pregnant my 3rd year at UC Berkeley. And I literally, I had my son on my back and my backpack in the front. How's that as a visual?
Wow.
I did.
That's a whole lot to carry, sister.
I did. I did. And I was walking around like that. And there was a group that I was a part of on campus. It was called the Student Parent Project. And there were women there that I went through this process with. And had it not been for them, I would not have made those goals. I would not have made those goals if it weren't for my friend Dee Dee, my friend Jeanette, my friend Ruby, my friend Marisa. We watched each other's babies. We cried on each other's shoulders. We babysat when papers were due, when midterms needed to be studied for. We did all of those things, and to this day, we are all friends.
That's amazing.
Yes, and so I want to recreate something like that for women everywhere. It was an amazing experience.
Yeah. You know, I know that when you are a mom, again, whether you're a new mom or you're birthing, you know, your 5th child, you know, there are so many things that come up that you weren't expecting.
Oh, yes.
I mean, for me, the lack of sleep.
Yes.
I knew it was coming,
Yes.
but there's just so much that you can prepare for.
Yes.
You know, lactation, breastfeeding,
Yes.
all of that. You think how easy, you
Yes.
know, they're going to get milk. It's going to be good.
Absolutely.
And it is hard. And
It
so
is.
you also help moms on that side of things, helping them with lactation and sleep and
Yes.
all of those things where whether you have a partner or not, those things are difficult those first few months to the first year.
Yes, they are. They're very difficult. I am a lactation consultant, and I do work with moms around lactation. And often moms, there is this thought that moms are just supposed to know what to do.
Yeah.
And it's not true.
I have to tell you a funny story. When I was pregnant, I did not take any classes. I didn't read a book. I'm like, you know, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to, you know, figure this out. And a week before I had my daughter, I decided last minute to take a breastfeeding class. Just for fun. I was, you know, I'm like, why not? And I'm telling you, I met a woman there who ended up coming to my house every week for the first few months because it was hard. I had breakdowns. Like, I had no idea what it would do to my body, my mindset. I'm like, no wonder why they, you know, use sleep deprivation as a torture tool. Like, yes, it is hard.
Yes,
it is hard. And if I would have known there was a resource like you, you know, and I'm like, I thank the Lord I went to that class, or else I don't know what I would have done as a single mom.
And you know, this is something, I'm glad that you brought that up, because oftentimes us women who are very career driven and are used to figuring things out, and we're used to being in control and being able to fly on and just
wear that cape.
Yes. when we're able, and I say we are able to do that, we think that things are going to fit in a neat box, and babies do not do that.
They do not fit in a box.
I tell all of my clients, all of them, I tell them, so I need you to know that the baby is the king or the queen and you are the slave. Because you are.
Right.
You are. You are for that first time, you are. And the sleep deprivation is real. The difficulty with breastfeeding, some women do have trouble with that, and I'm here for that.
Yeah.
And it's really important for moms to feel reassured and for them to feel really confident with what they're doing and know that they're a good mom and they got this and that they're made for this and they can do this.
Man, Lanitra, if I could have had you on the phone at least once a week when I was going through those first few months, again, I'm so thankful for the woman that was there and the family support. But, it doesn't matter if you're with someone or not. This is something as a mom that feels very isolating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you bring that up of if you're with someone or not, because the thing is Dad is going through it too.
Right, yeah.
He is going through it too.
He's like, where is my wife?
Yes, he is going through it too.
Yeah.
The baby cries, not only the mom's there,
Right.
the baby cries out loud.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
So the dad is up too.
Yeah.
And dads oftentimes do not know how to support their partner.
Right.
And I'm here for that too.
Oh, it's so great.
So dads don't know, well, they feel like they are not a part of the process.
Probably a bit helpless.
They do.
Yeah.
They feel helpless, and sometimes they also may feel left out.
Yeah.
And I can help them to show them how they can be a part of the process and be supportive as well.
Lanitra, what you offer is so needed. So I'm just excited for you and for all the women out there and dads out there who get the opportunity to work with you. So give us a few tips on what we can do to try to find that balance. It's like, I hate to say that word, but as a mom, you need to take care of you too. So what are a few tips that you would give a new mom?
One tip I would give a mom is to have patience with yourself and to know that you are learning and growing, and to always have someone that you trust that has grounded wisdom that you can talk to.
That's good.
That's very, very, very important, because there will be times that you feel like, I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Yeah.
But having someone that's in your corner, that's very important. Also, ask for help. Ask for help.
Did you hear that, ladies? Ask for help.
Ask for help.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, a lot of professional women I work with, we feel like we know it. We read in the book. We'll go on Google. Dr. Google is not all-encompassing. No.
Right.
Ask for help.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay not to know it all. And the other thing is, know that your baby is there and will be there and will love you, and you need to love you too so that you can love your baby, because, as I say, if mama is good, baby is good.
Ah, beautiful. Lanitra, thank you so much. If people want to find out more about the services that you provide and how to work with you, and if you're a new mom, talking to Lanitra is an absolute must, how do they do that?
They can contact me on my website. It's www.mommaswag.com. MOMMA.
Got it. And we'll have the link right down here for you to check it out. So thank you so much, Lanitra. Love what you're doing in the world. And thank you for watching this Spotlight interview. If this inspired you, please share it with someone else, because us mamas need to stay together and really build a community. I would love to hear from you, so please post your comments below. And as always, remember to keep dreaming it, living it, and being it. Until next time.